What's good, ladies and gentlemen? This is Usman, Bello, aka Mr. A.M.B. Welcome to episode 2 of A.M.B Unplugged, the show where I go into various topics, talk about whatever I want, no filters applied, say how I say it, straight off the box. Now, on to episode 2. Before we get into this, if you're new around here, you enjoy what you see? Help me out. Hit the subscribe button. We just hit 20,000 subscribers, and I'll be looking forward to hitting 25,000 subscribers. So if you want to join the movement, hit the subscribe button. Also, if you're enjoying what you see, hit the like button. Write in the comments your opinions on various topics I'm going to discuss. And by the way, if you want to support Palestine, DR Congo, and Syria, or everything that's going on to them, check the links in the description below. Various places where you can provide your support in any way, shape, or form that you can. And the audio you're listening to in the background, the background music is EMILIA by my boy No Man No Vibes. You can check that out, linked in the description. Go and support him, follow him. He makes some incredible tunes and songs as well. So give him all the support that you can. You can find the link to that in the description below. But now, starting this show, I feel like it's important that I talk about what's been going on with me, and I'll just say it like this. This week has been a very mixed week, to be honest. Some good things happened, yeah, sure. At the same time, some other things happened, and I want to start off like this. So recently, we were planning on visiting someone that we known for the longest of time, someone we knew before I was even born. But then, before we even started getting ready to go and visit them, we just got the news that they unfortunately passed away, which was quite unfortunate because the person is very old, and we've known them since before I was even born. Before I was even born. So that's how long we've known that person. And the person was really nice. He was really nice to us all. Anytime we spoke of that person, it was nothing but positive things to say, always good things. And even though someone passing on, someone dying, it's sad, the best thing we can say is that they lived their life. They've done everything that they possibly could. Their life was adventurous. Even listening to a story from other people that we heard from. We went to their funeral. We went to the person's funeral, and seeing the people, everyone just talking about the positive things about this person. And we know for ourselves, anytime we've spoken with that person, anytime we visited that person, it was good. It was always good. Nothing bad about it. And even the person's daughter was saying positive things about their parent. And you just have to say things can change. Things can change, because the last time we saw that person was 5 years ago in 2019. That's how long it's been we last saw that person. And here we are now. Passed away at 80. Yeah, the person passed away at 80. I keep saying this person, or I say they. Don't want to reveal the name of the person that passed away, for their sake and for the person's family's sake, because it's still recent that the wounds of the passing is still fresh, and so I'm not going to say anything about it. But the point I'm trying to make is, whoever you're with, any person close to you, enjoy your time with them as much as you can, because you don't know when your time is up or when their time is up. And for both your sakes, be kind to each other. Be kind, because kindness can go a long way. And how you treat a person is the same way they will treat you. So that's one of the things that's going on with me. I still want to say rest in peace to them, rest in peace to that person, and yeah, that's one thing. I mean, because of that, I was feeling I felt a bit off, because obviously when you hear someone passes away, your whole mood is going to change. But that's how it always is. No one's happy when a person passes away, and yeah, I feel the pain in your heart, and sometimes it's not gonna go away. It's not gonna go away. We just learn to accept it and move on with our lives. That's how it is. So as long as we're here, we should strive to do the best that we can and do as much good as we can to everyone. Because when we're gone, all they have about us is their memories and stories to tell. So yeah, that's one of those things. And if there's anyone you want to talk to based on anything that's making you feel bad, or make you feel sad, or make you feel just negative, talk to someone. Like, you can even share me any stories that you might have going on with yourself. I'll be happy to read it, happy to talk about it, and if you want a response, I'll be willing to give you a response about it. See what the whole thing is about. Because yeah, everyone everyone deserves to be heard, no matter what it is, good, bad, mixed. That's what's important. Yeah. So let's move on. I want to move on to the Cup of Nations, the African Cup of Nations. It has started. It has arrived. And for those that don't know, even though I'm Irish, I'm also Nigerian through my family. Nigeria is in the Cup of Nations, and I want them to win that tournament. But it's not gonna be easy, to be honest, because there are other good nations in the tournament that are there. You got the likes of Senegal, you got Algeria, you got Morocco, Ghana, Egypt, Ivory Coast. Yeah, there's some decent nations in that tournament. So if we're going to win it, then we have to be at our very best. Everyone has to be on floor. Everyone has to perform, and no matter how we play, we should always get the win. That's what's important. But yeah, I want to look at some recent results that have happened based on based on the based on the tournament. So we go right here. I got the result. I got the website open up already. So recent game, Angola beat Mauritania 3-2. That looks like an interesting game. But I didn't watch the game. Didn't know it even happened. So some people just say sometimes the result doesn't tell the whole story of the game. In Group A, Ivory Coast beat Guinea-Bissau 2-0. Like, they are the hosts of this competition, so they would want to put in a decent performance. That was from the 13th. So yeah, I'm even talking about it started a week ago, but I'm late to the party. We drew 1-1 with Equatorial Guinea, which I'm not that pleased about. we should be winning against. We should be winning against them, and I know we equalized because we conceded and then Nigeria equalized. Egypt, one of the favorites in this competition, the nation that won the Cup of Nations the most times, 7. They're also one of the favorites. They have the likes of Mohamed Salah, which I'll talk about later on, Mohamed El Neni, Trezeguet. I think that used to play for Aston Villa. Not sure if he still plays for them now. They have Hegazi, who's in Saudi Arabia right now. So they have a few decent players. But will they go all the way? That's one thing to find out. Moving on, Ghana lost to Cape Verde. I know it says Capo Verde, but I just call it Cape Verde. They lost. Then on the 15th, Senegal beat Gambia 3-0. Another favorite to win it, Senegal, who actually won their first Cup of Nations last year in 2022. What am I saying last year? Last year, 2023. So about 2 years ago, won their first one on penalties against Egypt. And this one's funny because if you look at the world map, Senegal is towards the east. It's towards the west. Why am I saying east? I know it's in the west of Africa. But if you look at the map, you just see one like river stream. And that's literally the country Gambia. So Gambia is literally inside of Senegal. Which is funny. And Senegal beating them, not surprising. Cameroon drew 1-1 against Guinea. Then Algeria, another favorite for the tournament, even though they haven't played in the World Cup. They are one of those favorites for the Cup of Nations because they won it back in 2019. And they beat Senegal to win the Cup of Nations 1-0. And I don't like that tournament because we got to the semi-finals and lost to Algeria 2-1 with a last-minute free kick from Riyad Mahrez. From that moment on, I was just fuming about that. Other games, Burkina Faso beat Mauritania 1-0. Tunisia lost to Namibia. Fair play to Namibia. That was actually a shock result, considering Tunisia is a decent national team. Mali beat South Africa 2-0. Well, I was going to say got quite shocked, but when I think about it, they probably have like Yves Bissouma in their team. There's a few decent players like Yves Bissouma in their team. I can't think of any other players from Mali from there. Then Morocco beat Tanzania 3-0. The dark horses of the 2022 World Cup. The first African nation to make it to the semi-finals of the World Cup. It seems like they got themselves a good result. Let me go back. Did I cover one of them? No, that was their first game then. Okay. DR Congo drew 1-1 with Zambia. And a fun fact about Zambia, they won the African Cup of Nations in 2012. They beat the Ivory Coast 8-7 on penalties. I think it was a 0-0 game. And then Zambia beat them on penalties to win the Cup of Nations. But it was like the biggest, was one of the big fairy tales in football history. Not spoken as much as Leicester City winning the Premier League or Ajax making it to the semi-finals of Champions League 2019. But Zambia's one was a good run. And we get into second game week, the next couple of games. Equatorial Guinea beating Guinea-Bissau 4-2. A 6-goal thriller, you could say. We beat Ivory Coast 1-0. I saw the highlights. It was a Troost-Ekong penalty that got us the win. And I read somewhere that Victor Osimhen told Troost-Ekong to take the penalty. I don't know if that's true, but that's one of the things I saw circulating around on the internet. So now we got to win. All we need is one more win. We need another win, and we'll make it through. Or maybe a draw. If we draw the next game, we'll get through on second place. If we win, we top the group. I'll hopefully get a suitable opponent in the round of eight quarterfinals. Egypt drew 2-2 with Ghana. Which was an interesting game based on the result. Cape Verde beat Mozambique 3-0. So it seems like they're gonna go through to the next round. That's 2 wins in their group. I think just remains Egypt to play on the last game in the last game of the group stages. I think no matter the next result, they're going through. I feel like they've already secured the next place in the next round. Fair play to Cape Verde. I did not expect them to be performing this well. Fair play to them. Senegal beat Cameroon 3-1. So Senegal, yeah, it seems like they booked their ticket to the next round. I think, let's go back to this. Yeah, they won 3-0 against that. Yeah, it seems like they booked their spot into the next round. Cameroon need a win to have somewhat of a chance to go through. Gambia lost 1-0 to Guinea. I think they're out. I think they're out. If they don't get a win the next, I think they're already out. But this is a situation for them as we are currently speaking. Algeria drew 2-2 with Burkina Faso. That's 2 draws for Algeria. Now I'm looking at it. That's 2 draws already. They need to pick up a win. If not, there's a chance they won't make it to the next round, to the quarterfinals. And the game that we just saw right here, Mauritania losing 3-2 to Angola. Let me just go back. I think we've seen a game of one of this. Angola drew. Yeah, Angola drew. Burkina Faso lost. So Mauritania is most likely out. Angola have 1 foot into the quarterfinals. I'm looking at it. Tunisia and Mali are yet to play, denied in the next couple of minutes. So for the games in the coming days, you have Group E's games: South Africa against Namibia, Morocco against Congo, Zambia against Tanzania. Monday, we're playing against Guinea-Bissau, Ivory Coast, Equatorial Guinea, Cape Verde, Egypt. Tuesday, Gambia against Cameroon, Guinea against Senegal, Angola against Burkina Faso, Mauritania against Algeria. Then you got Group E's games, Group F, and then this is how it's going to look. It's going to look like from the 27th of January. So you got knockout stage, knockouts. Yeah, it's just the knockout stages here. Oh, so round of 16. Yeah, people, my apologies. I think I need to go back to the groups and see how they look like. I thought it was like 6 groups. There's 6 groups. If you look at 6 groups, take the top 2 from each group. Oh yeah, that makes sense. You get, yeah, okay. Now I see it. Cape Verde are already there. They are already there. They're going to be in the last 16, and they're going to face off against a 3rd place group between Group A, Group C, or Group D. So So that's what it's looking like. Let's see if I can find the group. Just want to look at the. Let's see if I can find the group stages. I want to. Right here. Interesting results. There are some shockers as well. I just need the group stages. The group stages. I'm pretty sure I went here already. Okay, all right, here we are. Go to the standings. Equatorial Guinea are on top. Nigeria in second. So we're tied on points. Ivory Coast still have a lifeline. They still need to win the game. So if I remember playing against Guinea-Bissau, so they're already out. It seems they're going to play for pride. Ivory Coast, I can see them getting a win. I can see them getting a win over Equatorial Guinea. I mean, but Equatorial Guinea have themselves on top, so it will not be that easy to do it. But here's my predictions for this group. Nigeria will finish top of the group. Ivory Coast will finish second. Equatorial Guinea will finish third. And then Guinea-Bissau is already gone. So yeah, Nigeria first, Ivory Coast second, Equatorial Guinea third. Or should I say Côte d'Ivoire? Group B. Cape Verde's already through. Cape Verde's already through to the last 16. But then that means, oh, yeah, so it's between Ghana, Egypt, Mozambique. Because I'm trying to remember who has to play who. I think Egypt have to play Cape Verde. How to play Cape Verde for Cape Verde? This is nothing. Egypt, they need a win. Egypt need a win. Ghana needs to get a win against Mozambique. So now it just depends who's gonna be second and who's gonna be third. So looking at it this way, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say this is how it's gonna end. This is how the group is going to finish. Cape Verde in first, Egypt second, Ghana third, and Mozambique get knocked out. Group C. Senegal are on top, Guinea are in second, Cameroon are third. They're not doing so well, and then Gambia on bottom. So for Gambia, I feel like Gambia is already out. I think Senegal are fine. They just need a draw or a win. They just need to beat. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Senegal, Guinea. Senegal have to play against Guinea. Whoever wins that game goes on top. Second is really between the two of them. I feel like they're already going to go through. Unless Guinea lose, Cameroon beat Gambia. And I think it depends on the goal difference. The goal differential will play a huge factor if it comes down to that. So what do I think is going to happen? Senegal will retain their top spot. Guinea, I think Guinea are gonna, they're gonna drop points. I feel like Guinea are gonna drop down to third, Cameroon in second. So Senegal first, Cameroon second, Guinea third, and Gambia going home early. Group D, Mauritania, Angola, Algeria, and BFA. Is that Burkina Faso? I believe that's Burkina Faso. So yeah, I think some of them. Oh yeah, they still have to play their games. So it's still early. Some teams still have a chance. However, it's like they drew, so they already played 2 games. They beat so they beat Mauritania, drew with Algeria. All they have to play is Angola. So they have 4 points. They have 2 points. They have 2 points. How do I feel like this group is gonna finish? Algeria. Ooh, okay, 2 points. Algeria will need to win. I feel like Algeria will get a win in the last match of the group stages and potentially finish top of the group. Actually, no. 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 Yeah, the group is going to finish like this. That's my prediction. The group is going to finish the way you see on the screen. Burkina Faso on top, Algeria second, Angola third, and Mauritania bottom of the group. Yeah, I feel like that's how it's going to end. Yeah. Onto Group E, Mali, Namibia, Tunisia, South Africa. It's looking quite. I know it's only the first game, but I expected better from Tunisia and South Africa. Fair play to Namibia. Do I feel like they can retain that? That's be an interesting one. That is going to be an interesting thing to look at. While they're still yet to play, my prediction is going to be this. Because Tunisia lost to Namibia and they have to play. Okay. Tunisia have to play Mali and South Africa. So Namibia, this is tough. This is tough. I'm not sure how this is going to work. I'm not sure how this is going to work. So, okay, I'm just gonna go off on a limb. I'm gonna say this. My prediction is going to be this. Mali win the group. Tunisia come back to second. South Africa finish bottom of the group. Namibia gets third. I'm predicting South Africa is going to go home. Namibia is going to go down to third. Tunisia will get that second spot. And in the final groups, we have Morocco, DR Congo, Zambia, and Tanzania. Morocco getting the win over Tanzania. DR Congo and Zambia drew. So how do I see this group ending up? I feel like it's going to end with Morocco topping the group. Okay, Congo play against Zambia to play Tanzania. I think they're going to finish second. Zambia third and Tanzania going home. I feel like the group is going to finish like this. Those are my predictions for the group stages. Now, before I go into, just gonna do that. I'm gonna go into the news because I want to talk about one of the most recent news that came out. Not here. Seems like they haven't put it out. But let me. Yeah. Mohamed Salah. Yeah, he got injured in the game against Ghana. And apparently here they mentioned how long he's going to be out. He's going to be out for, which is quite an unfortunate situation for Egypt, as he is their captain and their talisman. So it says here, Mohamed Salah may have played his last match in the Cup of Nations for Egypt after a scan revealed the extent of his injury. Taken off in a 2-2 draw against Ghana this Thursday, suggesting he had damaged his hamstring. Now, the test confirmed that he has a strain on his posterior muscle. And it says here, from this quote, from statement, Salah will miss the team's next 2 matches in the competition against Cape Verde and then the round of 16 in the event of a qualification. So that's one thing. It's confirmed that he's going to miss those 2 games. But is he going to be injured for much longer? Then the injury could mean Salah could be back a little bit quicker than expected, as hopefully the tournament will be severely done. See, this is the thing about clubs and the Cup of Nations. I just want to talk about the Cup of Nations. I'm just wondering to myself, why is this tournament being played in the middle of the season? Why is it not being played after the season ends? Why is it not being played after the season ends, like the Euros and the Copa America? In fact, even the Asian Cup is happening right now. It's not being played after the season ends. I'm not sure why. Is it because they don't want congestion of different competitions taking place at the same time? Is it because of the Olympics? No, I don't think it's because of the Olympics, because it only happens every 4 years. And even when the Olympics happened, the Cup of Nations was not happening. So this is quite a situation for Egypt, because if Salah is not available, what are the chances of winning the Cup of Nations? Surely has taken a hit. I wish him a speedy recovery, but as we speak, it's not looking good for Egypt. It's not looking good for them right now. So to get back here, get to the matches. So this is how the fixtures are gonna go, and I'm gonna make my predictions. If you could just excuse me for a moment, I just need to get pen and paper, and I'm gonna try to work this thing out and make my predictions. While that's happening, enjoy a little bit of lo-fi. Alright, I'm back. I apologize for the time I took. It was longer than I expected it to be. I just had to take time just writing this whole thing down. Just doing the whole table to see from the round of 16 all the way to the final. That's what I needed to do. So let me get back onto this. I want to take some stuff down. So I think we go to the standings. So I want to get I feel like the winners of all these groups. So group A, I said Nigeria were going to top the group. So Nigeria's topping the group, and Ivory Coast are going to finish second. So yeah, Ivory Coast. I'll just put it right over here. Next group, Cape Verde, already there. Second place for that group. Second place for that group. So remember, some big Cape Verde. I feel like they get a win. So I say Egypt's going to be second in that group. Yeah. So just give me a moment here. All right, Egypt down right here. Then Group C, yeah, that's Senegal. Or Senegal. Yeah. All right, Senegal over here. Second in this group. And I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna say Cameroon finished second in this group. So let me write it down right here. Group D. Group D. Ice. Group D. So look, I'm just looking at the recent games. Who they've all played against. So Algeria will top Group D. That's my belief. Algeria will top Group D. And second in their group. I'm trying to remember who I said. Yeah, I think Burkina Faso will finish second. Yeah. Yeah, I'll put them down. Group E, I said Mali. I think I said Mali will win the group. Yeah. Okay, hold on. All right, and second place, I said Tunisia will come back. Yeah, Tunisia will come back, finish second. And then Group F, I said Morocco is topping the group. As for second, I'm going to say, yeah, Congo. Yeah, DR Congo. Now, for third places, there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 positions. So starting from who do I believe will finish? So through process of elimination, let me just write down the groups that I think will finish third in their groups. So Equatorial Guinea, Ghana, then you have Guinea themselves, not Equatorial or Bissau yet, not Bissau yet. Group D, Angola. Then in Group E, Namibia. And then Group F, Zambia. Now, if you're going to ask me, between these four countries, Equatorial Guinea, Ghana, Guinea, Angola, Namibia, and Zambia, who are the four countries that are going to get a spot? So there's this one's from Group A. I'm just adding their respective groups. So I'm making the decision, just I feel. Who is going to get a spot? Who's going to go home? Now, if you look at it, Equatorial Guinea, I feel like, yeah, Equatorial Guinea, they'll go. Equatorial Guinea will go through. They're going to get a spot. Ghana, I put Cameroon through already, so Guinea, Ghana gets a spot, Guinea gets a spot. So only one country left between Angola, Namibia, and DR Congo. I'm saying Namibia gets a spot. So Angola and Zambia are getting knocked out. But just to clarify, who's doing better between the two? Oh, as we speak, it's 1-1 between Tunisia and Mali. Two countries I believe are going to go through to the round of 16. So Guinea are potentially higher. Because they get fifth. So I want to see. Guinea's up there. The two Guineas. Okay. So I say Equatorial Guinea 1, Guinea 2. Who's number 3? Okay. Yeah. So Equatorial Guinea, then Guinea, Namibia, Ghana. I think Ghana will be like the worst third place spot. So put on B. So I'm gonna have. Let me see that again. Okay. So I'm gonna put Namibia in this spot, and the next spot. Here, third of C, D, E, C, that's Guinea. That's going to be Guinea. So Guinea is going to be right here, and then is that right? Yeah, Guinea will be right there. So I put them out. Next one is third of ABF. Then the other one's ACD. Okay. So I'm going to put Ghana in here and Equatorial Guinea in this spot. Okay. Right, people. So this is the round of 16 that I currently have. Algeria versus Namibia. Ivory Coast versus Cameroon. Egypt versus DR Congo. DR Congo. Nigeria versus Guinea. Mali versus Burkina Faso. Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah. Congo, Nigeria versus Guinea, Mali versus Burkina Faso. I said Senegal versus Ghana, Cape Verde versus Equatorial Guinea, and Morocco versus Tunisia. Right. So, first game between Algeria and Namibia. Who do I think is going to go through in that game? Honestly, I just think Algeria will be too much. Algeria will be too much for Namibia. So I'm saying Algeria is going to go through to the quarterfinals. Ivory Coast versus Cameroon. This is an interesting game. This is a big game. And the round of 16. One of the big boys is going to go home. Now, is it going to be a tight game? I think it will probably depend on Cameroon's defense, most likely. I'm going to say between Ivory Coast and Cameroon, Ivory Coast will head through to the quarterfinals. Egypt versus DR Congo. Not much to think about. Egypt should win that game. No problems at all. Then the other game, Nigeria versus Guinea. And yeah, Guinea, I think, yeah, Nigeria should beat Guinea. They should beat Guinea. I don't want a disappointment from them. Mali versus Burkina Faso. Now, this is an interesting game. But it comes down to the midfield of the two. Because I know Burkina Faso have Edmond Tapsoba in their defense, who's a quality player. But will it be enough? Yeah, most people would think Mali should go through. I'm going to say Burkina Faso would just about beat Mali to get through to the quarterfinals. Senegal versus Ghana is the next big one. And honestly, that could be tough. That could be a tough one. But I still expect Senegal to do the job. I expect Senegal to do the job and get to the quarterfinals. Next game, Cape Verde and Equatorial Guinea. I say Cape Verde got it. Yeah, Cape Verde got it. So they go to the quarterfinals. And the last game, Morocco versus Tunisia. This is a good game. But I expect Morocco should beat Tunisia to go through to the quarterfinals. Now, the quarterfinals I got here. Algeria versus Ivory Coast, Egypt versus Nigeria, Burkina Faso versus Senegal, Cape Verde versus Morocco. Now this is where it gets tense. Algeria versus Ivory Coast. Now, This again is another hard one. You look at the two teams. Like Ivory Coast got players up front, in the middle, in the and in the back. You could say in their back line too. But then Algeria have Mahrez. They have Mahrez. They have Ismail Benacer, Hussein Awar. Yeah, I'm going to say the hosts of the tournament. Oh, is it? Yeah, this is a tough one. Yeah, you know what? This is going to be a hard one to stand on. This is going to be a hard one to stand on. But I'm going to predict Ivory Coast will beat Algeria to go through to the semifinals. I just feel like they're the hosts. They need to perform, and I feel like they could beat Algeria in the quarterfinals. Next is Egypt versus Nigeria. This one, oh, this one is a tough one because one person I know called Thomas. I interviewed him on the in the reality podcast about a year or so ago about the leave insert. He's from Egypt, and he's going to be supporting his nation up until the very end. Now, with Salah being injured, me still thinking they'd have enough to get to the quarterfinals. Like win the group, get through the groups, go past the round of 16, get to the quarterfinals. Against Nigeria, we still have all of our main guys around in the meantime. I just think I'm doing it. I'm saying Nigeria will beat Egypt. I believe Nigeria will beat Egypt. I won't be surprised if Egypt do beat Nigeria, but I feel like at this current moment in time, we can beat Egypt. We can beat them. Next, Burkina Faso against Senegal. Another a, a good match after beating Ghana. Again, it's an easier opponent. Don't say every opponent is easy, but this is what it's looking like for me. So, Burkina Faso against Senegal. Who do I think is going to go through? Yeah, I'm going to say Senegal. Senegal are beating Burkina Faso. I'm saying that. And in the last one, Morocco versus Cape Verde. Well, I should say Cape Verde versus Morocco. And this game, yeah, you're expecting Morocco to beat them, aren't you? Yeah, I'm going to say Morocco beats Cape Verde to the semifinals. With the semifinals looking like this, a repeat of Group Stage game, Ivory Coast versus Nigeria, and then Senegal versus Morocco. Now, we've already played against Ivory Coast. It was a lucky game. I'm being honest right now. It was a lucky game. Because if I'm saying we should beat Egypt, then it means we should beat Ivory Coast. Or am I just about to second guess myself? But you never know. You never know. I want Nigeria to make it to the final. But yeah, this is one. Oh my. I'm saying they should beat Egypt. But can they go and beat Ivory Coast? We beat them on penalties 1-0. But if we did play that game again, it could have been a very different result. Yeah. This is the situation right now. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to say this. We do a double on Ivory Coast. We beat them in the semifinals, booking ourselves a spot in the African Cup of Nations finals. Obviously, Nigeria will reach all the way to the finals. But then you have Senegal versus Morocco. Oh boy. The winners of the previous Cup of Nations, defending champions, up against the World Cup dark horses. This is this is a battle of titans based on recent form. You should expect goals, or you could expect the game to be quite dull, potentially go to penalties. But yeah, this is going to be probably like the match of the tournament. If this happens, this could be the match of the tournament if this happens. So what am I gonna say for this? Senegal, Morocco. I remember someone said if a team has won a competition before, if they were to win it again, it'll be much easier. Could be the case for Senegal. But would Morocco still have that same form from the World Cup? Even though I said they'll top the group. Yeah, this is a tough one. I'm gonna say Morocco will beat Senegal, booking their spot in the African Cup of Nations finals. And the third place game would be Ivory Coast, which they will play against Senegal. And in that game, I expect Senegal to beat Ivory Coast to get third place. And yeah, Ivory Coast to get fourth. For the hosts, they'll perform well. But I feel like semifinals is where they're at. And now with the finals, my prediction of the finals: Nigeria versus Morocco. This is if you're looking at this on paper, people will just say, yeah, Morocco should beat Nigeria. Which is possible, which is true. They should. However, some people could say I'm playing favorite in this situation because it's my country. But if we're going to lose, if Nigeria were to lose, then it would have to be in extra time or maybe penalties. And I wouldn't want to see Nigeria go to penalties. Because Morocco won the previous penalty shootout against Spain 3-0. Oh boy. So for this, I just hope that Nigeria do well. But I'm going to predict this. The winner of the 2024 African Cup of Nations, according to me, is going to be my home nation, Nigeria. I'm saying it. I'm predicting Nigeria to win the whole tournament. Some people believe we won't do it, but hey, stranger things have happened, haven't they? So yeah, this is my prediction, and yeah, I forgot to even change. I even forgot to change that. But yeah, That's that's pretty much my prediction. I believe Nigeria is going to win the Cup of Nations. Will they win it? Probably not. Will I be shocked if they do? Absolutely. Because I feel like there are like just much better nations that could win it. Because listen, if it ain't Morocco, then it has to be Senegal. That's what I believe. And if it's not Senegal, then Ivory Coast. I feel like Ivory Coast just have a better chance of winning the Cup of Nations than Egypt do. But yeah, I've gone on with this for a long while. I feel like this is a good point to end the show. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I apologize for that long break. I don't know how long that long break is going to be. I'll have to go back and check it. But if you did enjoy this, leave a like on this episode. Let me know in the comment section who you think is going to win the African Cup of Nations. I said Nigeria. Could be other countries. Who do you think is going to win it? Let me know on that. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. The new goal is to get to 25,000 subscribers. And yeah, I hope we get to it or get close. Because I really want us to go far with this. And yeah, check the links in the description for ways that you can support Palestine, DR Congo, and Syria. Different ways where you can support them. Links to all those in the description below. The background music that you're going to hear right now support him on his Instagram, his TikTok, and his YouTube channel. Let him know I brought you over. And yeah, that's the end of today's episode. I'll see you guys next week. Take care and peace.